14 laps the distance here tonight for your IMCA stock cars. Tyler Combs is going to turn the light out. We're going to go green in turn number 4. Jeremy Russell and Tony Anglin on the front row. Hayden Hartwick, Richie Tosh, row number 2. Cadillac Jack Sullivan and the Mud Duck Tommy New in row number 3. And in row number 4 it's going to be Lynn Heffley and Scooter Scruggs, as the old 6 of Brad Hartwick not going to make the call. And we're underway. Tony Anglin and Russell are going to go side by side in turn number 1. Anglin to the top side. Here comes Tosh, going to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Anglin with the advantage in turn number 3. Here comes Tosh. He's going to try to slide up in front of Jeremy Russell. He's going to grab that second spot. That lap's going to go to Tony Anglin. Here comes Tosh and Russell again, side by side. Tosh going to get the advantage. Looking for more into turn number 3. Looking to the bottom side of Tony Anglin. Tosh with a massive slider on Anglin. He's going to slide it up to the nose. He's going to lead lap number 2. Here comes the 86 of Jeremy Russell underneath the G1 of Tony Anglin. Now here it comes Cadillac Jack Sullivan into the race. He's going to bring it up to the... Whoa! Hard right-hand turn by Jack Sullivan in turn number 4. That's going to put us under caution. That could have been a lot worse than it was. Looks like something may have broke on the 11 car of Jack Sullivan. And that's going to put us under our first caution of the race. 3 laps completed. Not sure what happened to Jack Sullivan. That car shot hard to the right. Headed straight for the wall. Got it turned and stopped before it got any worse. Luckily nobody caught Sullivan as he was coming back across the track like that. Looks like he's got it refired and gonna join the back of the field as Richie Tosh currently leads. Tony Anglin 2nd, Jeremy Russell 3rd, Hayden Hartwick 4th, Tommy New 5th, Scooter Scruggs at 6th, Lynn Heffley 7th, and Jack Sullivan's going to round out the field in 8th. Again, we are 3 laps complete of the 15-lap A-Main. Tyler Combs going to give them the 1 to go this time at the line. Sullivan's now got his work cut out as he'll be at the back of the field, but he's fast enough to get back through there, I do believe, as he did have some speed. Tosh now going to pace us into 3 and 4. Going to fire in turn number 4. And we're back underway. Tosh going to lead us into 1. England 2nd. Here comes Hayden Hartwick to the top, looking for that 3rd spot on Jeremy Russell. He's going to do the dive and head down the back straightaway to the bottom side of Jeremy Russell in turn 3. They're going to go side by side out of turn 4. With Russell with now the advantage, he's going to get that spot back. Now here comes Tommy New to the bottom side of Hayden Hartwick. They like to make contact. Tommy New is going to grab that 4th spot. Hayden now under pressure by Jack Sullivan, now up into the 5th spot. Tosh continuing the lead. Single file for the moment as Jack Sullivan's working that bottom side, reeling in Tommy New. Jack Sullivan now looking for that 4th spot underneath Tommy New as they head out of turn number 4, side by side. Now New with the advantage into 1. Tommy is going to run the top side, Sullivan on the bottom. And the 6 of Hayden Hartwick's got some trouble in turn number 2. And that's going to put us under our second caution of the race. Looked like something broke on the 6th car of Hayden Hartwig. And between the middle of 1 and 2, may have the right front flat tire. Scooter Scruggs has pulled off the speedway. And that 43 car. We're now 6 laps complete. Tosh, your leader. Tony England, 2nd. Jeremy Russell, 3rd. Tommy New, 4th. Jack Sullivan, the 5th. And the 28 of Lynn Heffley is going to round out the field as Hayden Hartwig's going to call it tonight, as he'll make the hard right-hand turn to the entry of the speedway. The caution light's out. We're going green. And we're back underway. Jeremy Russell now looking hard to the bottom underneath Tony England. Here comes Jack Sullivan. They're going to force it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Russell in the middle, England on the top, Sullivan on the bottom. Now they're 2 wide as they shuffle it out. England's going to be 2nd, Sullivan 3rd, Russell 4th. I told you earlier, Jack Sullivan's got the speed to do it, and he's showing it. Now up to that 3rd spot. Tommy New looking to get that 4th spot now away from Jeremy Russell, as Jeremy Russell's been sliding backwards. Here comes Jack Sullivan underneath the 2nd spot of the G1 of Tony England down the back straightaway. He's going to throw it down low into turn number 3. Slide job not there. They're going to go side by side out of 4. At the line, it's going to be Tony England for 2nd. Here comes Jack Sullivan still on the bottom side. So they're still side by side down the back straightaway. Headed off into 3. Sullivan trying hard to get past the G1 of Tony England. England may be right there where Sullivan needs to be, but meantime they're ruling in Richie Tosh for the lead as England looks to the bottom side of Richie Tosh out of 4. Here comes Jack Sullivan now to the top side for 2nd. That's going to allow England to slip back and allow Sullivan to move forward. Meanwhile, Tosh still leading. Here comes Jack Sullivan. Running out of laps, running out of time. But he's right there with Richie Tosh now. So he's drove his way from 8th now to 2nd. Tyler Combs giving them the 2 to go this time by. Jack Sullivan looking to the bottom side, trying to get that run down the back straightaway. He's right there almost to the quarter panel, looking low with a slider in 3. Gets to the door, not there. Tosh is going to lead us to the white. Here comes Jack Sullivan back down to the bottom. He's going to reel it up, try to send it in turn 3. Tosh going to throw the block down low, but here comes Sullivan still charging. Like to make contact. Richie Tosh, your feature winner. Jack Sullivan 2nd, Tony England 3rd, and Jeremy Russell is going to hang on to that 4th spot. And Tommy New rounds out your top 5. Top 4 will go to the scale to make it official. Again, Richie Tosh, your winner. Jack Sullivan 2nd. Tony England in the 3rd spot, Jeremy Russell 4th, and Tommy New 5th, with Lynn Heffley rounding out your field in the 6th spot. Now Tosh will go to the scale, make it official. Now, was that a dandy of a race or what? That's what you paid to come watch. Now Tosh going to make his way to that victory lane stage as he drives it up the ramp. That driver is no stranger to victory lane here at the Batesville Motor Speedway. Picking up some big wins in the super stocks, as well as modifieds. And he's getting it done now in an IMCA stock car. That's going to be, I think, his second win this season in that IMCA stock car. As his crew's now going to come over and join him as Tosh gets unbuckled. All right, race fans, let him hear it. Out of Saddledale, Arkansas, the Saddledale Flash, Richie Tosh. All right, now let's get to the hobby stocks, and this is how they're going to line up for their feature event. On the pole will be the 11 of Hunter Everett. It is outside will be the 17M of Stephen Morrow. In row number 2 will be the 5 of David Hagler. It is outside the F15, now driven by Peyton Foster. F15 will go to the rear, so that'll move the 56 of Cody Cornett to the second row. And in row number 3, that will be the 17 M2, driven by Mason Morrow, and is outside. That'll be the 6th of Jason Goodman. And now rounding out the field will be the F15 of Peyton Foster, where Ricky Ingles drove it during the heat race. Following the hobby stock tonight, we'll have the IMCA Modifieds. David Hagler in the hobby class been on an 8-race win streak. Does that win streak come to an end tonight? Does somebody have something for David Hagler? Or does he make it 9 in a row for the season? All 7 cars making the call for tonight's feature event. As soon as I get the official word on how many laps we're going tonight, I'll let you guys know. Looks like the 11 Hunter Everett electing to go to the rear. That's now going to move the 5 of David Hagler to the pole. His outside's now going to be Stephen Morrow. 12 laps the distance tonight. $15 laps the distance tonight, sorry. 15 laps to settle this score as they're going to fire out of turn number 4, but Hagler's ready to go now as we're underway. Here comes Peyton Foster up to the 4th spot, and he's going to jump to the outside. Now looking for that 3rd spot on Cody Cornett down the back straightaway. Foster sending it hard to the bottom side of Cody Cornett into turn 3. But Cornett's going to carry the momentum down the front straightaway and hang on to that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Hagler starting to stretch on Stephen Morrow. So we're starting to get a little single file here. Drivers are having to navigate the big bump down to turn number 1. What makes things interesting, a little character in the racetrack. Makes drivers move around. Oh, Stephen Morrow with trouble. He slowed off at turn number 4. So we still stay green. Now, Peyton Foster looking again underneath the 56 of Cody Cornett. We're under caution as Stephen Morrow couldn't quite make it to the exit. So he'll need some assistance. 4 laps into the books. And we're underneath our first caution of the race. Unfortunate for Stephen Morrow. He was having a good run right there in the second spot. Stephen Morrow currently 3rd in the hobby stock points. The lights out, we're going green this time. Hagler leading this event. Peyton Foster 2nd. Or no, excuse me. Cody Cornett 2nd. Peyton Foster 3rd. Everett is in the 4th spot. Goodman in the 5th spot. And Mason Morrow rounding out the field. As Hagler's going to fire at a 4 and we're underway. Back to battle we go in that 2nd spot with Foster and Cornett. Foster with the advantage into turn number 3. He's going to try to slide up the nose of the 56 of Cornett. He's going to have that spot now. Jason Goodman now trying to reel in Cornett in that 6 car. Looks like Mason Morrow's going to call it a night as he's dropping a little fluid out the backside of that race car as he's now going up in smoke. Hopefully he can get it out of the way. So he's continuing the road. Unfortunate night for him tonight as well. Meanwhile, Hagler still leads as we're 7 laps into the books. We got almost a spinner. He's hanging on to it. That's going to be the 11 of Hunter Everett with a broken right rear tire. Good piece of driving to hang on to that thing for Hunter Everett. As we're now under our 3rd caution of the night. Our 2nd. Unfortunate night for the father-son of Stephen Morrow and Mason Morrow. Hopefully they'll be able to get back out here in a couple of weeks when we return back to regular racing. And now hopefully Hunter Everett can get his car fixed and get it back out here as well with a broken right rear tire. Going to need the assistance from the Batesville Motor Speedway wrecker crew. Still got time while we're under caution here to go by the concession stand, get you a bite to eat, something to drink, something for the road. Also, be sure to stop by the souvenir stand and get your reserved tickets for the 30th annual Topless 100 next Friday and Saturday night, as well as a Batesville Motor Speedway t-shirt, hat, flag for the kids, glow sticks for the kids. Even a t-shirt for the kids. So they can go back to school next week and tell them they went to the Batesville Motor Speedway during their summer break. know some of the kids have done started back to school there in Cave City. But are you kids ready to go back to school? I know mine aren't. All right, Batesville Motor Speedway record crew is going to get the 11 of Hunter Everett towed off the speedway. Tough night for Hunter. We were at 7, now we're down to 4. 8 laps in the books. 7 laps to go. Tyler Cohn's going to give him that 1 to go this time at the line. Peyton Foster will be your second place car. He's going to choose the top side. Batesville Motor Speedway uses the Delaware double file restart. Hagler's going to fire out of turn 4, but I believe he's going to fire in the middle of 3 and 4. So we're back underway. Cody Cornett looking for that second spot from Peyton Foster. He had it briefly, but now Foster's pulling away. Jason Goodman had a bit of a run right there in the 3. Pulled close to the Cornett Foster car, but couldn't quite get there. Now he's got to the back. Now he's right there on Foster. Looking for that 3rd spot. Getting a run down into turn 3. Hang on to it, Jason. He hung on to it. Now they're going to go with a battle in the 1. Goodman's going to have the advantage. Meanwhile, Hagler and Cornett have pulled away as them two got crossed up. Something might be under miss on the F-15 of Peyton Foster. He don't quite have the motor he was having earlier. And Peyton Foster's going to pull it in. Tough night for Peyton Foster. Now he's keeping it rolling. Now Hagler's going to work on the slow car of Peyton Foster. Foster's going to run to the top side. No challenge for David Hagler. He has pulled away from Cody Cornett. Hagler coming to the white flag out of 4th. He's about to make it 9 races in a row. Bearing the motor does stay together for half a lap. Hagler's going around turn number 4. Coming to the line. Make that 9 in a row for David Hagler. Cody Cornett 2nd. Jason Goodman 3rd. Victory lane may get a little busy. Hagler going to go with the scale to make it official. Cody Cornett 2nd. Jason Goodman 3rd. Looks like the Hagler fan club's down at the gate waiting to go across the track to victory lane. Bearing that it is legal. Still got to make sure it is legal. And it looks like he's now making his way over to the victory lane stage. As he's going to pick up some of that fan club coming across the track that was over in the pits. Win number 9 for David Hagler. That is not a record for him yet, folks. I believe it's 12. That was back in the old EMOT days. He's now made his way to the victory lane stage. Got one buckle from the 5 car. Let him hear it, folks. Out of Batesville, Arkansas, the one-armed bandit, David Hagler. All right, now we've got the IMCA Modifieds. On the pole will be the 3 of Brian Ritchie. He is outside the 21 of Garrett Taylor. Roll number 2 will be the 37C. That's going to be Adam Maple. To his outside, the L2J of Rusty Jeffrey. And roll number 3 will be the 18 of Roger Witt. To his outside, his teammate, Young Money Ashton Wilkie in the 17. Roll number 4, that's going to be the 115 of Brandon Smith. And to his outside, it's going to be the 01 of Peyton Taylor. And then roll number 5 will be the 1 of Kelby Wright. And to his outside, the 46 of Nick Glaze. Your Cruiser Class feature event will be up after the IMCA Modifieds. $15 laps the distance here tonight. As once again, the 46 of Nick Glaze not making the call for the feature event tonight. Everybody else accounted for. Tyler Combs going to turn the light out. We're going to go green and turn number 4 is Brian Ritchie. Rusty Jeffrey going to lead us to the green flag. It looks like the 21 of Garrett Taylor is elected to start at the tail end of the field. That's going to move that whole outside roll up 1 spot, which now puts Rusty Jeffrey to the outside of roll of the pole. $15 laps to settle the score. And we're underway. Rusty Jeffrey gonna lead us in turn 1 as they got all bobbled up. Brian Ritchie had the worst end of the deal, so he's now slipped to 4th. Ashton Wilkie to 2nd. Peyton Taylor 3rd. Now here comes Al Maple to the middle. He's gonna get the 4th spot. And they're 3 wide again on the front straightaway. Witt, Smith, and Ritchie. Brandon Smith's going to pull away in the 4th spot. 5th spot from that. Now Ashton Wilkie's grabbed the lead from Rusty Jeffrey. Now here comes Peyton Taylor. He's going to look to get that 2nd spot away from Rusty Jeffrey. Jeffrey way up on the top. Now here comes Peyton Taylor with the slider down the back, or crossover down the front straightaway. Brian Ritchie's going to have trouble. He's going to call it a night. Not a very good start to the feature event for Brian Ritchie. Rusty Jeffrey may have picked up on what Peyton Taylor was doing, because now he's running Peyton Taylor's line. So he's taking that line away from him, but Peyton Taylor's still looking to the bottom in 3. Nothing there. Ashton Wilkie continuing the lead. Now here comes Peyton. He's looking to get Jeffrey down the back straightaway. He's got a little bit of the momentum. He's going to carry it into 3. Now out of 4, he's going to get that second spot away from Rusty Jeffrey. Move Peyton Taylor to second. Meanwhile, Brandon Smith working on Adam Maple. They're in trouble down the back straightaway. As I believe Adam Maple was blowing up, that put Brandon Smith in a bad spot, turning Adam Maple. Wasn't much Brandon Smith can do there, because he was already there. So unfortunate event for Adam Maple, as it again looked like he was blowing the motor. They will push the 37C back to the pit side. Ashton Wilkie leads. Peyton Taylor second. Rusty Jeffrey third. Brandon Smith's going to be in that 4th spot. Roger Witt in 5th. Looks like Kelby Wright in the 1 behind Roger Witt. That'll be in the 6th spot. And in the 21, Garrett Taylor's going to round out the field. We are halfway home. 7 laps in, 8 laps to go. So they continue to try to get the Adam Maple race car off the speedway. It may have been a rear end. It could have went out on the 37 car. Now Brandon Smith is at the top side of turn 3. I think he's just waiting to rejoin the field as Brian Ritchie's now back out on the speedway. Tyler Combs going to turn the light out. We're going to go green and turn 4. Ashton Wilkie, your leader. Rusty Jeffrey, Peyton Taylor, Roger Witt, Brandon Smith, all behind your leader, Ashton Wilkie. And we're back underway as Rusty Jeffrey may have tried to get an early start on Ashton, and that's going to be a no-go. Rusty Jeffrey got a little antsy trying to time that start. We'll try again in turn 4. Facing the 3 and 4. Rusty's trying it again. Well, it worked. Ashton was going to lead us to the line with the help of a shove from behind from Peyton Taylor. Well, we stay green. It was a good start. Now Brandon Smith working on Peyton Taylor for that 4th spot. Peyton Taylor's going to come across the nose of Brandon Smith on the bottom side. I'll put Peyton Taylor now in the 2nd spot. Rusty Jeffrey's going to get that 2nd spot back, as they're all having a fight with that rough spot right there in turn 1. That's not allowing the bottom side to be there. Ten laps in, 5 to go. If anybody's got anything for Ashton Wilkie, they better get on it now because they're running out of laps and time. Peyton Taylor now in a 2nd. Every time I say Peyton Taylor's got the 2nd spot, Rusty Jeffrey comes back around, but not this time. Rusty Jeffrey slides up in turn 2. That's going to allow a host of cars to get by him as he's having trouble down the back straightaway. Now Peyton Taylor is going to look to try to reel in Ashton Wilkie. Rusty Jeffrey's going to call it a night. Your battle now for that 4th spot between Colby Wright and Roger Witt. Was the battle. Now they've stretched out on each other. Here comes Colby looking to the bottom. White flags out for Ashton Wilkie. He caught the announcer sleeping. I didn't realize we were on the white flag. Now here comes Ashton Wilkie at a turn 4. He's going to cross the line as your feature winner. Peyton Taylor 2nd. Brandon Smith 3rd. Roger Witt 4th. Kelby Wright 5th. Top 4 will go to the scale and make it official. Again, Ashton Wilkie is your feature winner. Peyton Taylor is going to come home 2nd. And then Brandon Smith will come home 3rd. Roger Witt will round out your top 4. That's going to be win number 2 on the season here at the Batesville Motor Speedway for Ashton Wilkie. And that 1-7 Motorsports. He's going to gain a little ground tonight on his teammate of Roger Witt, as there was only 10 points separating the two coming in tonight. Ashton may have the lead when they come back next Friday night. As Ashton Wilkie's now going to pull it up on the victory lane stage. And it looks like the Ashton Wilkie fan club has come down to join him in victory lane. Friends and family. All right, folks, let him hear it out of Batesville, Arkansas. Young Money Ashton Wilkie. Now it's time for the Cruiser feature event. On the pole will be the 1 of Joshua Bryant, and to his outside, the 02 of Emily Gay. Row number 2 will be the 13T of Mason Tenner. His outside, the D71 of Blake Dickerson. Row number 3 will be the 54 of Joshua Gay, and his outside will be the 83 of Millie Snowden. Row 4 will be Luke Ganley in the 0, and his outside will be the 524 of Liz Salter. Rounding out the field will be the 103 of Billy Tedder. Will we have a new winner tonight in the Cruiser class? Yes, Curtis Hess is not here tonight. Blake Dickerson has a win here tonight, or has a win here in the Cruiser class this season, as well as Justin Breimer and Jesse Brooks in this class. Emily Gay's come close. Mason Tenner has a win as well this season. And if you stick around after the Cruiser feature, it looks like we've got another late model on the back straightaway going to come out and do some testing. Give you a sneak peek at what the Topless 100 is going to have on hand next week.
Grandstands will open at 4 o'clock and general admission will be an hour with okay, for $30. Kids tickets will be $10.
All right, grandstands open at 4 o'clock on Friday. $30 for adults and $10 for kids. Caution lights out. We're going 12 laps the distance here in your Cruiser class feature event. As Bryant will lead us to the green flag in turn number 4. And we're underway. As the 54 of Joshua Gay decided to just jump to the bottom and go around them all, as he's going 3 wide now with Bryant and Dickerson. Now Tenner to the top. He's going to look for second. Emily Gay did come out of there with the lead. And here comes Tenner. Tenner now working with Blake Dickerson for that second spot as they go side by side down the back straightaway. Tenner with the advantage. Dickerson's not hanging in there too nicely as he just side slammed into the Tenner and spun around and hit the inside wall. Well, that's going to put us under the caution. Blake Dickerson drove it in there hard, bounced off the 13T of Tenner, and then spun out on the middle of 3 and 4. But once again, folks, this is Friday. The grandstands will open at 4 o'clock. General admission tickets will be $30 for adults. Kids will be $10. And if the concession stand still open, not concession stand, the souvenir booth, if it is still open, you still have time to get your general admission reserve ticket and beat the line. And this looks like the Batesville Motor Speedway wrecker will give the D71 of Blake Dickerson some assistance. Just got in there a little too hot, looped it, tagged the inside wall. Blake come into the ninth, fourth of the points. And if Emily can hang on, she's going to be gaining in a lot of ground tonight on the points. As Billy Tedder didn't make the call, neither did Luke Ganley. The light is out. We're going to go green and turn 4 as Emily Gay is going to lead us to the green flag. As we've got 10 laps to go in this Cruiser A main event. And that may be a no-go. As the one of Joshua Bryant, the 13T of Tenor, kind of jumped on Emily. Tenor way down to the bottom. He had to hang on to it. He got a handful of steering wheel down there on the bottom. And his hands full. Bryant going way to the top side, like to slid up into the wall. As he's sending it. As him and Tenor go side by side down the back straightaway. Now here comes Tenor and Bryant. They're going to try to force it 3 wide on Emily Gay. But Emily's still hanging on. Can she pick up her first feature win tonight? They're trying. But she's making that car wide. Tenor's going to work to the bottom side. There's nothing there for him as he's going to push up almost into the one of Bryant. As they're going to try to go 3 wide now out of 2. But Emily Gay continuing to pull away. The 54 Joshua Gay is going to call it a night. As we're coming to 6 to go, or 6 laps in the books. 4 to go. Tenor looking down to the bottom now. They're coming on a slow car. Is that going to play a factor? No. Close. But here comes Tenor to the door of Emily Gay in a 3. Nothing there. Emily still charging off the corner. Oh, we've got almost a mess on the front straightaway. Man, that sucks for Emily. It's her and the 13T made contact. Almost came back up across the field. Could have been a lot worse than what it was, that's for sure. Hopefully she can get that thing re-fired and rejoin the field. And unfortunately her night may be come to an end as she has been unbuckling from the race car. Smoke now coming from the hood of the race car. And unfortunately it may need the wrecker. Hopefully it's just She needs a push. So unfortunately, Emily Gay is going to be out of this one. That's going to give the 13T of Mason Tenner the lead. Joshua Bryant now going to be second. Liz Salter, in third. And the 83 of Millie Snowden will round out your field in fourth. 7 laps into a 12-lap feature event. Caution lights out. We're going green this time. And we're underway. Tenner's going to pull away from Bryant. Maybe Salter can move into that second spot. She's been strong here before. She's charging hard down the back straightaway, trying to reel in Joshua Bryant in the 1. Tenner continuing to pull away. Bryant maybe found something, but does he have enough time? He had a good corner right there in 1 and 2. As there's being shown 2 to go this time. Bryant charging it hard on the corner, trying to diamond it back down low. Has he got anything for Tenner? Gained a little bit more that time, but this one's going to make it count. As he's back to the top, charging hard. He's right there at the quarter panel of Tenner as they head down the back straightaway. He's got to the door. He's going to have to make it stick right here if he's going to have a chance. Charging around the top. Coming to the line. It's going to be too close for me to call. It looks like it's going to go to the 13T of Mason Tenner, picking up win number 2 at the Batesville Motor Speedway. Coming in second will be the 1 of Joshua Bryant. Coming home third will be the 524 of Liz Salter. And rounding out your field in fourth will be the 83 of Miley Snowden. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to the Batesville Motor Speedway tonight, spending your hard-earned money here. We look forward to seeing you here next week for the 30th annual Topless 100 presented by Nutrient Ag Solution. And Tenner has made it official. He's crossed the scale, making his way to the Victory Lane stage. All right, folks, let him hear it. Out of Plummerville, Arkansas, that's going to be Mason Tenner.